Dustin Johnson just kind of working through the bag. Pretty relaxed. Great demeanor to play this game. Doesn't get upset.
You know, and I think that's one of his biggest assets. Pretty unflappable. At least he looks like it on the outside. He might be paddling on the inside, but...
I was listening to his presser, and that question, that exact question was asked, do you get nervous? He says, oh, I still get nervous. I'm nervous on the first tee. I'm nervous coming down the stretch. But boy, you would never know it.
Well, I think you wouldn't be human if you didn't get a little bit nervous, but it's how you manage to control those nerves with your breathing and just with your trust in your golf swing, and that's only built up by time, practice, perseverance, all those things.
I'll take a look at the swing, and again, you know, you see these guys with the great posture, but what I want you to notice right here is just directly how from the shoulders down just to in front of his feet. That is perfect right there, the arms hanging down, and then as he takes it back, again, I'm just going to, as we stop it at the top, you're going to see that left-hand wrist. I mean, it is so flat, but yet he has gone to a fade, so watch him drop the club to the inside, stabilize, but you see just how quickly the hips have fired out to the left over here. That allows him not to have much rotation, and you can see that the club actually releases up the plane, therefore giving him that little left to right cut shot. If he can make his tee shots, his iron shots, everything just bleed a little bit to the right.
It's under complete control, isn't it? Well, they say fades listen and hooks do not.
He wins the Tour Championship. Well, you look at Dustin Johnson warm up, and that club right there, and if they're going to catch him, I mean, he just seems to have everything clicking right now. Hit a few drivers, now a couple more irons, just to kind of finish it off. A little short. Now back at the tee, Dustin Johnson went with driver yesterday, went with 3-wood today. And instead of the bunker on the left, he finds the prisoner Dustin Johnson pairing. Just one more pairing to go. DJ and Kisner, the penultimate group.
Back slightly down that ridge, but should be a good opportunity.
And here is the man that shot that.
I feel a little help right now. I think it's
course record 63.
Would you get 8? Yeah, it's perfect.
Perfect, Mark.
Yeah, Austin likes the number. You know, DJ likes it. 176. And that is a nuclear 9-iron.
Excuse me. And it even looks like a 9-iron. Thinking that maybe the signal we might have missed a finger there. That's uphill a little bit, Jane.
Yeah, and he hit 3-wood off the tee. That's just crazy. Crazy stuff. He's so strong. And now so accurate.
You can't coach that. Dustin Johnson at 63 at Crooked Stick on a day where the course record had already been set and tied. He took it all by himself, won the tournament, goes to number 1 in FedEx Cup points, and he's leading this tournament. Mark, are you sure that was a 9-iron for Dustin Johnson.
Hey, do you know the lottery numbers? I'm just wondering. Because you're right, I did miss a finger. AJ walked past me and I said, was that 9? And he said, no, 8. So that was 8-iron, pardon me, but it was spanked. I can tell you that for free.
Well, thank goodness, because, I mean, come on. We already know he's long. This would have been legendary stuff.
Well, the ball is going quite far this afternoon. There's some humidity in the air. This hole's playing slightly down breeze, and we've seen guys hit all sorts of clubs. I mean, earlier, Charles Schwartzel went with 6-iron from 220 up the hill. So, you know, when I saw what I thought was 9-iron, maybe the 46-year-old eyes are failing me. I was like, okay, well, he's going to have to get this.
Well,
but they play a game, to quote Bob Jones, they play a game with which I'm not familiar.
Yeah, and we can't say that he can't hit it that far because we know this guy can. And it looked like it could have been a 9-iron, and he can hit his 9-iron forever. But you know, that's a little too much. Come on. 3-wood 8-iron on a converted par 5. That's enough.
Right now, DJ's looking at this from every which way here, and I have noticed here of late, especially through this torrid tear of play he's had through the summer and now the early fall, that he's taking a lot more care on the greens than what he used to also, and it's almost like Dustin Johnson has sort of melded a bit of the Jack Nicklaus into all this power game, and that just makes him a daunting prospect for all the fields.
And Mark, you can see where he's looking. He's looking out more in this direction, out in here, kind of trying to get it to come from that angle. It was a difficult putt to read. It didn't need much more pace to be spot on. He's looking to get a little bit of spin back from the back of the green there, Brian, and just landed it just a tad far.
So he won't seize
The honour after every tee shot.
DJ stays P1. He is tied for first. He's number 1 in FedEx Cup points.
That's the man right there that would dearly love to put his name on that FedEx Cup trophy. Currently 7 under par, 3 under for the round. He's made 2 bogeys this week.
Well, and this whole location should really suit his eye, playing that little baby fade. So he's hit 9 out of 14 greens so far today.
Well, that was a good-looking golf swing. Just didn't turn as much as he wanted.
Smart play. Probably a little bit in between clubs.
Excuse me, 71 for Adam Scott. He's even par for the week. Here is Dustin Johnson, the leader at 15.
You know, it's got to be just a lot of fun for him to play golf right now. He seems in such control. Well, he is in such control. And now, with a new secret weapon, with that putter, being able to capitalize on those good shots. It wasn't like he was a bad putter, but he just...
And I think they've done a wonderful job with both the redesign and the setup. DJ only needs this club to get that far.
Coming off a bogey on the 17th, Brian.
It's got to fade just a smidge. You stand there on the tee, Jane, and it looks like you can take it over the corner, and you just can't.
And you speak from experience.
Happens Happens all the time. Dustin Johnson is going to pay the penalty. Here's playing.
I know. I can't wait.
Here's Dustin Johnson's second at 18.
Come on. Go Coastal Carolina.
Heavy light trying to gouge it out there from 240, and that one has dove down into the greenside rough, but he does have room to play with from there, guys.
Pretty brave play. Take it all the way across the water and the cross bunker, and he almost got it all the way up on the green.
Downhill line. We need.
Just a simple flipping of the nines, Jane. That's all it took. And it's produced a lot of excitement.
Well, I personally love it. I love the changes Reece Jones has made to this 18th hole. Even if you have to lay up, you've got to consider a lot of things.
And Dustin has laid up into an interesting spot here, Mark.
So much so that he walked up here and couldn't find the ball. Kind of walked around in a circle a few times till the gallery pointed out where the ball was. It is deep down in the rough. He does have green to play with, though.
Oh, that's a pretty darn good effort.
All right, we've talked about how many folks have been right down there at the edge of the fairway and haven't hit good shots. DJ, well, maybe that's where you need to be, because they haven't done much from down at the bottom of the hill. Now Dustin Johnson, a little bit of help off the graphic.
And he is giving this one the full Monty. Called in his brother Austin as well. They are looking at this from every which way. And while Team Johnson consult, I can tell you that there's a bunch of activity on the driving range off to the side of the 18th here, including one Rory McIlroy, who's having very animated discussions with his longtime coach, Michael Bannon. Back to the job at hand here, though. This one looks pretty swift down the hill for DJ.
Yeah, we saw McIlroy run it well by as well a little bit earlier.
Another look.
These greens are really speeding up. Just in absolutely pristine condition, stimping at about 12. But that one was very steep and very, very fast. A little bit of work left to do now for Dustin here at the 18th.
A couple more 70s. Probably won't do it, though, for Kevin Kisner. Johnson through his shadow here, Mark.
Always awkward putting through the shadow, but that's nicely holed.
Confidently stroked in the back of the hole.
So Dustin Johnson puts the finishing touches on a 67. It's not the round of the day, but it's one off it, and he leads by one.